Hi everyone, my name is Jung, and today I'd like to discuss you about the compound called tetrodotoxin. So, first thing that comes to your mind is, what is tetrodotoxin? Tetrodotoxin is a poisonous compound present in the ovaries of certain pufferfish. It is a powerful neurotoxin. Its name derives from Tetrodotoxiformis, an order that includes pufferfish, porcupine fish, ocean sunfish or mola, and triggerfish, several species that carry the toxin. Not only was found in fishes, but also found in other animals' body, such as blue-ringed octopus and rough-skinned newt. The common characteristic that they share is that they all uniformly contain a bacteria called Vibrio. According to scientists, Vibrio is a bacteria that creates the tetrodotoxin compound. It is also described as the most deadliest toxic substance that was created in the nature. Then, how strong is it? According to biochemists, tetrodotoxin is roughly 100 times more poisonous than potassium cyanide. Cool, huh? So, who found this compound? Tetrodotoxin poisoning were from the logs of Captain James Cook from 7th September 1774, on which date Cook recorded his crew eating some local tropic fish, then feeding the remains to the pigs kept on board. The crew experienced numbness and shortness of breath, while the pigs were all found dead the next morning. In hindsight, it is clear that the crew received a mild dose of tetrodotoxin, while the pigs ate the pufferfish body parts that contained most of the toxin, thus being fatally poisoned. After a few years later, the toxin was first isolated and named in 1909 by Japanese scientist Dr. Yoshizumi Tahara. Why don't we watch this video to learn more about tetrodotoxin?
China has an amazingly diverse cuisine, with its history dating back thousands of years. Part of its appeal lies in the incredible variety of ingredients, which in some cases can literally be deadly. Take for instance the pufferfish. Considered a delicacy in China, it also happens to be one of the most poisonous vertebrates on this planet. They contain tetrodotoxin, which according to National Geographic can be 1,200 times more poisonous than cyanide. The amount of toxin in each pufferfish can kill 30 humans. And oh, by the way, no antidote is known. Not so surprisingly, pufferfish have caught the attention of adventure foodies. Called fugu in Asia, it is served in parts of China as well as Japan and Korea, even though only licensed chefs who know how to remove the toxin can serve a pufferfish. There are plenty of unauthorized hidden places where you can consume it, and regardless of the circumstances, you are always at risk. The China Daily details a recent incident in which a diner in Jiangsu province experienced dizziness and numbness in legs right after eating a pufferfish, and only a mouth-to-mouth resuscitation from a fellow diner saved his life. While the exact numbers are unknown, many people around the world die each year from pufferfish poisoning. Probably the biggest risk takers are the chefs who are required to taste them before serving to diners.
Additionally, it is found that only 0.00002 ounces of tetrodotoxin can kill a 75-kilogram man. Can't we just go to hospital and get cured quickly? Answer is no. As you heard from the video, once you inject tetrodotoxin into your body, symptoms can develop within 20 to 30 minutes. Paresthesia of the lips and tongue is followed by hypersalivation, sweating, headache, weakness, lethargy, incoordination, tremor, seizures, and respiratory failure or a coma or hypertension. The most scariest part is that there's no antidote found yet. That is a key point that makes this compound the most deadliest toxin that exists today. So, how is tetrodotoxin able to kill us that fast? Tetrodotoxin is known as a nerve agent, meaning it destroys our nervous system to lead us to death. When tetrodotoxin enters your body, the toxin blocks the fast sodium current in human myocytes, also known as the contractile cells of the muscles, thereby inhibiting their contraction. By contrast, the sodium channels in the pace cells of the heart are the slow variety, So action potentials in the cardiac nodes are not inhibited by the compound. The myocytes in the arterium, which surround the main cardiac pacemaker, do express this fast sodium current, and therefore the electrical activity is blocked and the heart fails to beat. Not only many people died from consuming the compound by eating, but also people were killed in the war from inhaling the substance during the battle. In World War I and World War II, this compound was used during the warfare. Many of the soldiers who were in the war feared this gas because how painful it was. The chemical can kill you slowly and painfully. The two symptoms they most feared was the inability to move nor breathe. Also, there is no cure for tetrodotoxin, so the survival level after the injection is very low. So, what are the three key factors that makes it the most deadliest and most effective chemical weapon that exists today? First, the chemical is easy to transfer due to the fact that because it's not an explosive chemical. Also, there's no damage occurred after leaking because it is created in the nature. Second, it is the strength of toxicity. As we mentioned earlier, the toxicity of tetrodotoxin is 100 times stronger than potassium cyanide. Lastly, third, it is the ease of production process. Due to the fact that tetrodotoxin is not a man-made compound, it is very easy to collect from the nature. Because it's not man-made, it's very easy to handle. Also, the price of production is very low. So, isn't it obvious that tetrodotoxin is the best chemical substance that could be used in a warfare? Yes, indeed. When people think about the chemical weapon, they only talk about how strong or how deadly it is. However, in my standard, I think to become the most effective chemical weapon is to follow those three key factors that I have explained earlier. Oh wait, before we go, there's a funny fact I have to talk about. There's a guy named Davis who learned that Haitians who believed in zombies believed that a Boker's sorcery created them. According to local lore, a Boker captures a victim's teen bone age and or the part of soul directly connected to an individual to create a zombie. But during his research, Davis discovered that the Boker used complex powders made from dried and ground plants and animals in their rituals. Davis collected 8 samples of zombie powder in 4 regions of Haiti. Their ingredients were not identical, but 7 of 8 samples had 4 ingredients in compound, which are tetrodotoxin, murine toad, which contains toxic substance, also heliotree frog, which also has a substance that is very toxic. So isn't it cool that not only tetrodotoxin can kill people, but also revive? That's all I got today. Thank you for watching. Keep calm.